It's been great coming back home. When I left my interview, I knew I was home and it just felt good. I knew where I was going. I knew Morrissey Boulevard. I knew this campus. My grandmother taught here when I was young. So it was just familiarity of the city, of the great things this institution is doing. Being a research institution, I knew that this is where I was supposed to be. Well, the talent here is paramount. I mean, it's all over the city. I've been to 5 or 6 open gyms, and there is talent here, and we just need to tap back into that talent. Being from here, my connections in the city run everywhere, from Fenways to O'Brien's to New Mission. I went to New Mission last night and saw our kids play. And it just means something to me to have kids in the city, you know, stay home. Sometimes that is a hard sell because kids do want to leave. But, you know, I think if we can get them on campus to see the great things that we have here, because it really isn't Division III. The weight room and the gym, our facilities are amazing. So I think once I, you know, get integrated back into the city and get kids on campus, that recruiting will kind of go hand in hand. Well, I'll kind of backtrack a little bit to middle school. I went to the Boston Renaissance Charter School, and in the 7th grade, I knew I wanted to coach. I knew I wanted to get on the board. My mom sent me a picture the other day of AAU, and I'm on the board with our post player talking basketball. So my passion for the game started really, really young. And I just knew at a young age that playing was amazing, but manipulating the game and learning offense and just seeing coaches and what they do and how they do it, I was a big fan of that. So that's kind of where it started. In college at Providence, which was a great school, playing against Tarazi in the Big East was surreal at the time, especially as a freshman. But I had so many different coaches. I was able to pull, you know, the good and the bad from all of them to kind of help shape my philosophy and my coaching career. My career as a coach started at Winston-Salem State, where I was truly humbled by just learning there's so many different ways to be a coach. There's so many different ways to teach defense and offense. And that experience really helped me grow to realize the knowledge is every day. It's not, this is what it is. You have to adapt to kids, and you have to adapt to the culture of the game, which is forever changing, especially with the new rules this year, which will be interesting. But no, I started at Winston-Salem State and NJIT, learning more about the academic side, identifying kids who are highly academic. That experience was great. And then I was a head coach in the ABA, the American Basketball Association, for the Carolina Cheetahs. I mean, to be in basketball haven of North Carolina and to pull so much talent out of that area, it was just amazing to kind of take the bits and pieces from my playing career and coaching career and kind of develop my own philosophy with the guys that were so talented. We were in the top 20 of the ABA all year, which was amazing. We made the playoffs. And that experience really helped me for this experience, to be able to stand up and call timeouts and deal with substitutions. It was a different carrot at that level where guys are playing to support their families. But nonetheless, it was a great experience to help me formulate my philosophy even more for this experience at UMass Boston. I mean, we're going to get what we need on the court, but off the court, you know, it's about TGI Friday talks and talking about life after basketball, and it's about having $10 in your pocket, knowing how to go to the grocery store and feed yourself. You know, it's not just going to be about basketball, it's about life skills. It's about accountability, it's about discipline, it's about the things that you gain through sport to help you with life after basketball, because it's just important on the court as it is off the court to get these kids ready for the next level. Yeah, with the core we have coming back, I see the future as very promising. And, you know, with quality recruits coming in, I only hope to build on the success of Coach Mattingly, who did a phenomenal job in recruiting. At Central Connecticut State University, which was a great place, I ended up getting my master's from there. So definitely have some Blue Devil love in my spirit. But the best thing that I learned at Central was that we recruited the student first. It was really about fit. There's a lot of kids out here that can play, but we wanted kids to come and to stay. So it's about finding the right fit. There's a ton of players, but the biggest thing recruiting-wise was, do they fit in with our team? Do they fit in with our style of play? And I think that was a huge part of our success at Central Connecticut State University. So I plan on doing that here, bringing kids on campus, making sure they meet players, talking to parents, and making sure you do find the right fit, because it's not just about the talent of the athlete, it's about the student athlete. My hope here, granted, we do have a good foundation coming back, as well as, they've had some success winning 6 of the last 7 games and the final one in overtime by 2. But I believe UMass Boston is all about the worker. You put into your experience, what you get out of it, you put into it. And I believe it's just that way on the floor as well. So we're just going to work. We're going to get on the floor. We're going to be scrappy. We're going to rebound and defend. Those are some of my staples. But I believe it is what UMass Boston stands for. It's just the tireless worker. So I hope that we can continue that tradition. Going forward, again, it's about the student athlete, so quality academics is definitely a highlight, and then making sure they blend in with the team as well as how we're going to play. So hopefully I can do that in recruiting, which I believe that I can, but just finding those workers and those IQ kids that kind of see the play before they develop.